Okay, guys, another interesting development here. Transportation Secretary on TV saying every single day that air travel is no longer safe and we should avoid certain airports. Totally normal, right, guys? And obviously the libs had to get their 2 cents in there, man. They capitalized on this situation saying, oh, this is because of staffing cuts from Doge and Trump's anti-DEI crusades have left our air traffic controller towers understaffed and our radar and communications left without routine maintenance. Man, that's crazy. And I read a story, guys, that they were saying that there was a specific center that needed 20 air traffic controllers that day. There was only 3. They were understaffed. All across the country, they're understaffed, and people are leaving. No one knows what the hell is going on. And there's, obviously we saw the beginning of the Trump administration, we had several plane crashes, pretty much on a daily basis. And there's shit happening every day, guys, but they're not reporting it, right? I'm hoping they got everything under control, but now they're saying that it's actually gonna get worse, right? And that they don't have enough air traffic controllers to. I mean, this might be your time to jump into that career, because they're paying people overtime and all types of shit, because people aren't working that, they don't want to work.
Newark is the worst place in the country right now. Where's the second worst? And should
Newark's
we
the worst.
expect to see this happen in other cities across the nation over the coming months?
No, listen, so we're starting to see cracks in the system, right? It's safe, but we should heed the warnings that we see with the equipment that we use, and we should fix it. A lot of Americans fly. And so to make sure that we have great infrastructure, that we lead the world on this infrastructure, I think is incredibly important. Newark is interesting because last summer, that airspace at Newark was controlled by the New York TRACON, which had LaGuardia and JFK. Last summer, they moved Newark down to the Philly TRACON. And that created a number of problems when they moved it. Again, they didn't harden the connections that were necessary, and they didn't move one of the systems that are necessary down to Philly. They're pulling that information out of the Newark TRACON. This gets really complicated really quick, so I'm sorry about talking about those things, but because of the setup when that airspace was moved from N90 in New York down to Philly, it created problems that we're now dealing with today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're coming out saying if you don't have to fly, don't fly. They're saying it's not safe. 90% of the air traffic controller towers are severely understaffed. Trump and Musk, they're blaming it on Trump and Musk laying off so many people. It's just not safe, and they want to warn us.
About that.
Again, from what I've been hearing, mixed things about this. Some people are saying that the DEI hires were actually the ones causing the malfunctions and the plane crashes, and now then you got other people saying, well, no, it's because he's laying so many people off that that they don't have enough people, they don't have enough staff to come and do their job, right? And so the transportation secretary is saying, hey, it's only going to get worse unless something seriously happens, because we were seeing this on when the Trump administration started, we were seeing this on a daily basis. Plane crashes, malfunctions, fires randomly erupting in planes, weird shit. Crazy times we live in.